Okay, here's a little bit of an update video. I like doing these because I'm always trying something new. I might see somebody do, a thing, and I think, I'm going to do that. That would be really good. Um, so I got these racks, and I initially got them thinking I'm going to stack the tanks and then have both dragons by the window. I originally had a critter condo. Turns out both of these guys, they want to watch me and look out the window. And since I'm all about animals, I try to give animals what they want. So, within reason, right? But when I got it, I thought lowering the low tank would be too low, and then raise it, and then the top one would be too high, and then I'm really clumsy, so you see that stool. I didn't know if it would work out, so I chickened out, and I just got 2 shelves. So if you look behind me, there's the other shelf right now. It's got plants on it. For the moment, I'm not loading that down because I wasn't convinced yet. I don't go and do a lot of things before I know a change has worked. So I did this, and I put the one tank really low as I could, and I measured, like, when the sun was coming in the morning, how low could I get it so sun would still shine in that tank. Now you're thinking, everybody says don't let the sun shine in a tank. Well, the sun here, I'm in Tennessee, morning sun, if only part of the tank is in front of the window, it doesn't heat the tank up that much. Plus, you could have a thermostat, there's curtains there I can close if it gets too hot. I am home all the time. Not all the time. I work from home. So like during the hours where the sun is coming in, which is in the morning, the back of my house faces east, I'm right here. So I can check the temperatures. I've got two temperature gauges in Murray's tank on top, and I've got one in the bottom. But now that I've gotten to know my dragons, I know that Rose doesn't care about looking outside all the time. So I lowered the bottom one. I mean, she can raise up and see outside. She can. But I also got her that little cave on the left, so she can climb up there if she wants to. I'm just waiting to see how she's going to use that. And here's a little story. This is why you just wait and see what somebody or an animal is going to do. Somebody somewhere built a college, and they put all the buildings around, but they waited to put in the sidewalks before, so they could see where everybody's going to end up walking. So after one semester, they could see the paths in the grass, So where they were originally going to put sidewalks, people would have been crossing over the grass anyway. So they just waited for people to walk and make their paths, and then they put sidewalks in. So how smart, right? You don't hear of clever things happening like that much these days, but you just take your time with a change, just do the minimum, make sure it's going to work, give it an extra week, just be 100% doubly sure, 200% sure, that's double, right? But here's what happened. These are adult dragons. Adult dragons, they might only like 80 degrees in their basking spot. If it's too hot, they might scramble to get out of the tank. You never know. So these guys like 80 degrees. Rose on the bottom, she's supposedly 4 years old. I really don't know. I'm just going by what the last owner told me. And Murray's 3 years old. And they both like it about 81 degrees exactly. Now, give me a break. If you think about that, we all prefer one particular temperature in our house. We prefer one particular temperature when we sleep. This isn't weird. Adult dragons in the wild, they're probably not going to be basking as much as the young ones. So the problem I ran into, Murray's tank got too hot. And let me show you why. You see this? Not the picture. Wire racks, okay. So the heat just went up. Now the people that stack their tanks that don't have a problem, they have wooden shelves. So wooden shelves would work, okay, but this is a wire rack. Now, is this janky foil? Yes, it is. Now this is 2 layers of foil, and I noticed, hello Murray, let's see. first I put pieces across like that, and I had to kind of angle each one kind of like shingles on a roof, because the first layer, it brought this temperature over here down. It was like 84. It brought it down to 82 with my individual pieces going across short ways. Then I put one solid piece on the whole bottom. Now these are kind of separate. You can see over here, there's 2 layers. Now that's how insulation is kind of measured. You get R and then a number, and a lot of it has to do with the air in between the layers. That's how insulation is done. Now sometimes there's foam and stuff, but insulation's usually not solid material. It's usually like a foam or like the fiberglass, because there's air in there. So I did that with the foil. With the first layer of foil, it came down 2 degrees. And the second layer, it came down 2 more degrees, but that only brought it to like 80 degrees on the cold side. Then I thought, well, maybe it's the sun coming in doing it. So I changed his flooring out from the Duck brand black rubbery stuff that's so easy to clean, helps prevent bacteria growth, easy to sterilize. You use your the chlorhexidine and your bleach and stuff, and you can get that really clean. So I changed it out for something light colored. That did nothing, but when I was in that tank, leaning into it on my stool, the floor was super hot. I thought, okay, it's coming from underneath still. It's not the sunshine. Is it, Murray? But check this out. 82.1, he's moved out of the basking spot, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn off his basking light. But I got this fan, and when it's on number 2, which, is it on number 2? It's on number 2, okay. When that is blowing through here, then check it out. 76 degrees on the cool side, which is, that's what it's supposed to be, and then whatever basking temperature they like is right there. So I'm getting closer, and since that shelving didn't help, and plus it's really slick, it's just, it's like papery. I got it at the dollar store because I bought it cheap because I didn't know if it was going to help. I also took his heat lamp and I hooked it onto the rack above. Hello, rooster boys. So that helped a little bit, but it was really kind of unnecessary. But it's interesting that right now it's starting to get too hot in his basking temperature, so he moved. Hello, baby. Hello, Murray. Hello, baby. But I'm really close. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change that back to the good flooring, and I might leave things the way they are. I might try to change the foil out for the insulation stuff you can get at Home Depot. It's like pink, it's like a foam board. We have those on our garage door. I'm going to see if that works any better, because it'd be nice to not use an extra source of electricity to do this. And once I get everything settled, then I'm going to clean up all the cords. What's going on, Rose? You don't care. I bet you don't care. You gonna look at your bowl? You want worms? Really? Maybe you should get off your log and get a job and help me pay for those worms, Rose. Since that's what you want to eat all the time, that's more expensive than greens. You gonna help me pay for them? No. No, she's not. She's not gonna do it. I can tell right now she's not gonna get a job. So, anyway, and guess what? They like to watch aquariums on YouTube. I almost got an aquarium. Like, I need something else to clean, right? But I make sure I keep some YouTubes on. So that's the story. If you're going to stack tanks, if you got baby dragons, they're probably not going to worry about the heat so much, or maybe they like it. But if you do it and they start to scramble, you need to do something about the heat. If they're adult dragons and you're doing wire racks, these wire racks are great. I love these. They were like $100, $120 for the whole shelf. You get a bunch of shelves. I thought it looked nice. I like the black. See, I've got their emergency kits. They fit in the bottom. You pick where the shelves go. It's just, it's easy. I mean, I struggled a little bit, but if you've got an extra pair of hands around, it'll work. If you don't, it'll still work. You'll find a way. Just wanted to share. It's been It's been interesting trying to get this to work. But it's been about a week, and I love that there's more space in this room. My house is so small. So I'm going to get rid of that shelf over there. And that's what we're going to do. So good luck. If you try this, just be patient. Keep trying little things, one thing at a time. Give it like an hour. Check the temperature. It's tricky. It is so tricky. I see a lot of YouTubers and they got these racks and shelves and stuff, but they don't have old dragons. Have you ever noticed how many YouTubers have like a lot of pets that are really young? Kind of makes you wonder if they know what they're doing. Maybe they do. Maybe all their animals have lived to be 20 years old. So good luck. If you've got questions, I'll let you know. I've tried a bunch of stuff. Thanks.